Notre Dame football defeated the Louisville Cardinals on Saturday, 31-24, avenging last season's loss. But I want you all for a second here, a couple minutes. Forget about the box score. Forget about the final score. I finally know who this Notre Dame football team is. Let's talk about it next. For a split second in this football game early on, I had a little bit of pessimism enter my mind when Notre Dame fumbled the opening snap of the game. On kickoff, Devin Ford sets up the Louisville Cardinals for a very short field inside the 20-yard line, which obviously Louisville capitalized and ended up scoring on that drive and taking it to 7-0, their only lead of the football game. But then, for the rest of that first quarter, I finally saw what I've been waiting for as a Notre Dame fan in the year 2024. I saw dominance. I saw aggressiveness. I saw a team that played with a lot of energy in this game. We saw for a quarter tonight, and I really want everyone that if you missed the game live tonight, go back and watch that first quarter. Offensively, which has been the side of the ball that we've had the most conversation about, obviously, because it has been the most up and down of the three units, if we want to count special teams. We saw Riley Leonard come out strong. We saw Riley Leonard get off to a fast start for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, starting quarterback for the team, going 6 for 8 in the first quarter for 67 yards. One of those was a pass that he threw out of bounds, throwaway. The other one was a drop by Bo Collins. So Riley Leonard was on his game in this opening quarter. You saw obviously the deep ball touchdown down the seam to Jaden Greathouse for the big play. You saw quickness. You saw decisiveness. You also saw his running ability early in this game. In the first quarter, it was 21-7 to end the first. I thought Notre Dame was going to run away with this guy. I really thought that this could have been like a 40-something to 20 game, 40-something 24. Like, I really thought that Notre Dame was going to burst this one open because you saw not only that offensive onslaughts in the first quarter, led by the passing game under Riley Leonard, but you also saw defense force a turnover. But the biggest part that I really wanted to highlight in this first quarter, which gave me the most excitement as a Notre Dame fan, and what I've been wanting to see this team be this year, was one of the few times this year I saw a team that hit a rough spot, that first turnover of the game on the very first play by Devin Ford, and the team responded immediately. There has been too many times this season, whether it is in obviously the Northern Illinois game or even last week to a degree, where it seems when Notre Dame hits a little bit of a rough patch in a ball game, it looks like they just kind of revert to a little bit of a self that is afraid to make mistakes. They're afraid to take any types of risks. They just kind of default to passiveness. And we didn't see that in the first quarter. We saw a team get past that early mistake and go on to be dominant. And in that first quarter, I think that we really saw what this Notre Dame team can be. How good can this team be? How good can the offense be? How the offense and the defense can work off of each other. I think we saw all that dynamic ability just in that first quarter. Now, obviously, through the rest of the game, it was a little bit up and down. But regardless, you came out with a 31-24 victory over the number 15 team in the country. You move yourself to 4-1, so you still have control over your destiny. Obviously, Notre Dame will need to be the best version of themselves, but I now know what that best version can look like. That first quarter, take that momentum, build upon this victory, and let Notre Dame peak at the right time this season. If you're sitting at 11-1 down the stretch and obviously get the opportunity to be in the 12-team playoff, I think Notre Dame can be a dangerous team if they are the team we saw early in this contest. Big victory, moving on into the bye week and the rest of the season. Be happy, be glad, be excited, and as always, go Irish.